In 1945, near the town of Nag Hammadi in Upper Egypt, 12 codices of papyrus bound in leather were discovered, along with the remains of a 13th, carefully stored in a sealed ceramic jar. Among them was the Gospel of Thomas, composed of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus. In the hidden Gospel of Thomas, we delve into a portrait of Jesus who has fully self-realized. Through his teachings and parables, he guides us toward the path of self-liberation and personal realization. These teachings directly challenge established power, for by understanding our own divine and eternal nature, we become immune to any attempt at domination. The power of the time tried to suppress these teachings, but finding itself unable to do so, it chose to reinterpret them according to its convenience and with a distorted bias. Presenting Jesus as the only Son of God, conceived virginally. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Gospel of Thomas is its contradiction with the traditional teachings of the Bible. While the latter urge you to seek outwardly and worship a God in heaven, the lost Gospel of Thomas directs you inward, toward your own being. For most people, Jesus Christ is perceived as the only Son of God, sent to save and redeem humanity from its sins. However, this conception differs from what is presented in the early writings, such as the Gospel of Thomas, discovered in Nag Hammadi. According to research, the writings attributed directly to the words of Jesus in this Gospel were written around the year 100 AD. In these texts, there is no mention of Jesus as the only Son of God or of his virgin birth. It was at the Council of Nicaea in the year 324 that a significant change occurred in the history of Christianity. Emperor Constantine, in standardizing all discrepancies within the creed, proclaimed Jesus of Nazareth as the only Son of God by imperial decree, discarding all other opinions and excluding or modifying any other text that was not in line with that belief. Jesus was a man, a teacher who transformed into a living Christ. The main message of the Gnostics is that we are all born with a divine light within us, and seeking that divine light and expanding it is the duty of every believer. According to the Gnostics, the only way to contact God is by looking within ourselves. The Christ is in the heart of every atom in the universe, and what is more important, we need to understand that the Christ is something deep within our own being. Christ is not a human being or a divine individual. Christ is a title given to all fully self-realized masters. Various masters have embodied the Christic energy in different cultures and traditions. In India, we find Krishna, who was an incarnation of Christ consciousness. In Egypt, the figure of Christ was represented by Osiris, and those who embodied his energy were known as Osirified. Also, in the figure of Buddha, we see a manifestation of the Christ. The notion that Jesus Christ is an external individual who will one day save us through simple belief in him does not reflect the true nature of the spiritual path. Believing in him as a concept can give us pleasant thoughts and emotions, but it does not save us. It will not liberate us. What we need is to know what Christ is in a precise and experiential way. At every step of this journey, we are reminded that the path to truth lies within us, in the awakening of our consciousness to the divinity within us. May this ancient knowledge inspire us to explore our depths, to seek truth beyond imposed limitations, and to embrace the light that shines within each of us. Within us lies the kingdom of God, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be lived.